Marshmallows and cookies are truly the best thing.
You, actually literally just read my mind. What's up? It's Kat and Dev from Two Market Girls. Welcome back to another vegan recipe. And today we are making one of our favorite baked goods, at least, to make. And I think we try to make more and more every year.
Cookies!
Yay! Thank you, Catherine!
I've had this recipe for so long. I'm so happy I'm finally gonna share it.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry it took so long.
There's just so many other things that I wanted in the content calendar. So I scheduled this for late on purpose because there were other summary things I wanted to talk about first.
Okay, fair enough. Well, what kind of cookie is it?
It is a chocolate marshmallow pretzel pecan cookie.
It has a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, totes. It has so many things in it. It's just one of those cookies where you, I made it, just kind of throwing in what I had in the pantry, and I was like, oh, I have marshmallows. Oh, I also have pretzels. Oh, and I have pecans. Let's just throw it in, and it worked out really well.
Oh, it's nice when that works out.
I mean, to be honest, in cookies, it's hard to go wrong with what, if you're adding some kind of salty snack or a sweet snack or a nut, it's hard to go wrong pairing things in cookies.
Okay, fair enough. But, okay, I have one thing that I added to a cookie one time that did not go well, but I'm not going to say it until after the recipe, so you have to stick around to hear.
Devin, you're such a tease.
Ha ha ha. But before we get into the recipe, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future vegan recipes every Sunday and whatever Wednesdays, every other Wednesdays. And let's go make cookies.
To make our chocolate marshmallow pretzel cookies, you're first going to start off by preheating your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. While that preheats, we're going to measure out our dry ingredients. So to a bowl, you're going to add some all-purpose flour with some cacao powder, with some baking soda, baking powder, and salt, and then you're just going to stir that to combined and set it aside till later. In a stand mixer, we're going to combine some vegan butter with brown sugar and white sugar, and we're going to beat that until it's nice, light, and fluffy. Once it's light and fluffy, we're going to add in some vanilla as it mixes on a low to medium speed. And then we're going to slowly add in a flax egg, 1 tablespoon at a time, so that you don't get any separation in your butter mixture. Then we're going to add in our dry ingredients. So I toss all the dry ingredients in, and before I actually turn on the stand mixer, I mix it in with a spatula a little bit to avoid any kind of mess or puff of flour everywhere. Once that's kind of mixed in a little bit, I turn on my stand mixer to about medium speed and let it mix until it's all combined and there's no flour showing. As soon as you don't see any flour showing, you're going to want to turn it off because we don't want to overmix our flour too much. And finally, we're going to add in our mix-ins. We're going to add in some chopped pretzels, some chopped pecans, and some vegan marshmallows, and then mix that until just combined. It should take about 20 to 30 seconds. And then using a cookie scoop, we're going to scoop our cookie dough onto a lined baking sheet. Optionally, if you want, you can take a little bit of the extra mix-ins and top the cookie dough mounds with some extra bits so that your cookies, when they come out of the oven, have all the ingredients showing on the top. Then we're going to bake that in our preheated oven for about 13 minutes. And then you're going to allow them to cool for a couple minutes on the baking sheet and then transfer them to a wire rack to completely cool. Cookie time!
I didn't even try one yet.
How did your cookies turn out? I want to see them.
Like this.
Oh, they look so good. They kind of are like a version of a Rocky Road cookie.
They do, yeah.
Guys, they look so good. Look how good that looks.
Oh my god, it tastes so good too.
I love these cookies so much. Marshmallows and cookies are truly the best thing.
You actually literally just read my mind.
They're chewy, but when the marshmallow hits the baking pan or something, they get nice and crispy too. Oh my goodness, it's so good.
So perfectly chocolatey and salty and
So good. Normally, I would add some sprinkled salt on top, but because there's already salt in the dough and salt on the pretzels, you don't really need more.
That's a good call. Yeah, I thought of that too. Let's talk about what you shouldn't add to cookies.
Okay, let's hear story time.
In our epic chocolate chip cookies, you know how you have potato chips in the recipe?
Yes.
Well, one time we were making them and we didn't have any potato chips. So we thought, maybe if we just put in Ritz crackers, it'll work the same.
Ritz crackers just go soggy, don't they?
It wasn't that. It was just like there was this really weird taste. This really weird like aftertaste that we couldn't decide where it was coming from. So we've decided to blame the Ritz crackers. So maybe just don't put Ritz crackers in your cookies.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea not to do.
And if somebody has had a better experience doing this, please let me know, because I'll have to find another ingredient to blame.
Honestly, in general, I think don't add any crackers to your cookies. Like, I think that's a good rule of thumb.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't get the memo.
I mean, I guess graham crackers are an exception. They're technically crackers, I guess. When really, they're cookies, but...
Yeah, what are they doing masquerading as crackers?
But like I'm trying to think of crackers, like Triscuits, like those kind of stuff. I don't think they belong in cookies, but maybe Triscuits actually, speaking of Triscuits, like crushed up, they might actually work.
Well, we're gonna have to find out.
Because like I feel like Triscuits kind of remind me of like a more intense version of like Shreddies. Like they're kind of like a shredded wheat type thing.
Yeah.
That might actually work.
Well, I mean, in the comments, should we talk about
cookie mishaps?
Cookie ingredients or that?
I like cookie mishaps.
Okay.
Let's talk about
Cookies
our cookie baking fails.
Oh, God.
I mean, my cookie baking fail was peanut butter cookies. Like a long, long time ago. I literally had to throw them out. I still don't know really what I did wrong. They were disgusting. They tasted like chalk.
Oh, no.
It was so bad, and I was so disappointed. This was like really at the beginning of my like cooking and baking journey. This was before TMG was even a thing. This was like right when I went vegan essentially, and they just were not good. It's like one of the few things that I've ever actually just thrown out and could not eat.
Well, I'm really glad you didn't give up on peanut butter cookies, and we have a recipe on our blog that is not chalk-like.
Yeah. If you're looking for a good peanut butter cookie recipe, we do, in fact, have one.
Okay, well, in the comments, let's just share your experiences. It's a safe space. We've all had them. It's okay. As usual, the recipe will be linked in the description box below. There's also a link to our podcast. It's called Camera Eats First. Comes out every Monday, everywhere that you get podcasts. We talk about veganism, how we make our recipes, how we run our blog, and we keep you up to date on trending news topics in the vegan world. So go give it a listen. There's also a link to our Patreon community. Our patrons are a lovely group of people who help support the work that we do, and in exchange, we give them some bonus content. If you're able to support us, we really appreciate it. But if not, give this video a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and share it with somebody who needs more cookies in their life.
And vote in your upcoming election.
There we go.
This is days before the US election and everybody needs to vote.
Bake cookies and go vote. That's all you gotta do.
What a great day. Baking cookies and voting? That's a great day.
I think those are really good priorities.
I do too.
Okay, that's it.
Bye.
That's a wrap.
I mean, it's a cookie, but...
Oh. Okay.
Sorry, that was a real weak joke.
I
just want to eat everything forever.